Hello, everybody. Well,
Live again, live again. Guys, coming to talk about these relationship things. Coming to talk about relationship things.
we're gonna give it a minute.
We're gonna give it a minute for anybody to join that want to join. We're not really pressed over anybody following anything. We just want to put the information out there, and give a few words to anybody that want to hear. Anybody that care about relationships, care about long-term relationships, care about being together for a while, just trying to make things work. So we just here to just talk a little bit about that.
Yep. So, like we said, we're gonna give it a minute, just a minute.
So, what'd you say? Oh, no, I mean, I guess.
Music.
So,
Hey, Deja.
see if I get us some background mood music going here. Set this thing off. Get this thing going right. Let's see. See, I got playlists for everything. I got playlists for all moods. I probably have about 60 playlists that I've saved over the years, maybe about 10 years of having this service, this music service that I have here. So let me see what I want to select here. Let's go R&B, some old school R&B soul. No, secretly I wanted to be a DJ, but it just didn't work out that way. Real life beckoned, so I couldn't chase my dreams.
Cousin not even here today.
All right, so I mean, I guess today, man, I feel pretty fatigued today. You know what I mean? I didn't get the sleep that I want to get at night, which I never get, man. I've been going to sleep at 1 o'clock. 1:30, either watching The Walking Dead or fooling around with my wife. Just playing toesies. That's all we do. We play toesies now. When you get old, you don't do all those kind of things. You just rub feet.
Hey, Pokey.
You just rub feet. So, didn't get the sleep that I wanted to last night. Had a little fun. When it was Sunday, had a little fun Sunday. Hit the jet skis. Despite of everything that's going on in the world, we decided to just take a break, just to clear our mind and go do some jet skiing.
But before we went and did that,
Before we went and did that, yeah, we were a part of a protest here in Conroe that turned out really, really well. People had signs. There was a chanting different things. Chanting the guy's name, George Floyd. We all know that was going on with that, with the police brutality and things like that. So we were just doing that, and that was definitely a joy to partake in. So we did that. But anyway, and as far as even with that, man, I'm just gonna pass my opinion. I think the guy was wrong. I think the cop was wrong for the way they apprehended that guy, the way they tried to hold him down with this. And I know for sure from other guys that's in service positions, cops positions, sheriffs, things like that, that was an illegal way of detaining somebody with the knee on the neck. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. They arrested the guy. They arrested the cop. So hopefully more arrests. There's more arrests to come. I mean, the EMTs, the other cops that watched, the EMTs that didn't give the guy any type of first aid when they picked him up. Just threw him on a stretcher like that. I mean, we need to be handled like human beings, and everybody need to be held accountable for that situation.
but as for today, we here to talk about what's the main ingredient to a long-lasting relationship. For everybody that know us, know that we've been together for 20 years.
20.
20 years, 20 long fighting years.
Long hard years, and it wasn't easy by no means. It was not easy. It took it takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of putting the other person first. But the main ingredient that we think, and we talked about it a little bit before we even came on. We was like, okay, what we're gonna talk about today? What should be the next step after explaining to everybody how long we've been together, explain to everybody, just a general idea of what we go through, trying to stay together for 20 years, and we came up with the main ingredient to a long-lasting relationship, the main ingredient to a relationship that you can sustain, that you'll be together for a long time, is one of the main ingredients. Now, one of the main ingredients, which is a major part, is communication. Communication, talking to each other, basically letting each other know how you feel, without holding things in, which she is notorious for, holding things in. Communication, man, is major.
Mm-hmm.
So, just being able to talk to each other about the problems you may have. You never really want problems to fester. Like if you have a situation that you want to, that you have with your mate, you have a problem that you're having with your mate. You have to express that. You have to talk about it. Because if you're not talking about it, then you're feeling some kind of way, and you're treating that person different throughout the day. You know what I mean? It could be a situation where you're in the kitchen or something, and y'all are passing each other by the refrigerator, and you won't let them go first. You know what I mean? You'll just get in the refrigerator, and then you may close it after. You know what I mean? And your mate may want to know where this hostility is coming from. You know what I mean? Certain things you do on a daily that you're not going to do anymore. You know what I mean? You may not wait for that person to go take a shower. You might just go take a shower on your own, and I'm going to take a shower and watch my own shows or something
So
like
mind y'all, I know it's TMI, but we take a shower together every single night. Every single night, no matter what the situation is, unless I'm mad. I'll go take a shower without him and I won't say anything. But yeah, just so y'all know, that's one of the things that we do, for sure thing that we do every single night. Shut up, Deja. We take a shower every single night. Y'all want the real, we gonna give you the real. So that's what happens. We do.
Definitely. We do that. And along with doing that, what'll happen is, maybe about 9:30, 10 o'clock, she's getting tired, I'm getting tired, something like that. I'll be like, babe, I'm ready, I'm going to take a shower. She'll be like, babe, I'm going to take a shower. We'll let each other know that, we going to take a shower. That's our little talk time. We might have a little conversation or two. We may just enjoy the view of each other in the same room. But when we're mad and we haven't talked about what we're mad about, we definitely go our own ways for the rest of the night. We're gonna go our own ways. We're gonna, I'm probably gonna go get me a snack without telling her, babe, I'm gonna get a snack. You're gonna eat something or whatever. I may go iron my clothes or something without telling her, or go in another room.
And it's not because that's something he want to do. It's because that I don't want to talk. I am the stubborn one, and I don't give in easy. So it's like he try to talk to me, and I don't want to talk. Mm-hmm. So it's like throughout these 20 years, I'm learning more to communicate and to listen and try to talk even when I'm mad, because I can hold it in for a long time.
Right. So communicating, getting that issue off your chest, Babe, look, I feel like this right now. This is how I feel. And once you get it out, then you're able to move through that situation. You know what I mean? If you keep holding on to it, that's the longer it's going to linger on. The longer it's going to affect your attitude, the longer it's going to affect your behavior. So you got to move on. Now, so along with communication to me, along with communication to each other, I also feel like it should be honest communication. You should be able to be honest and tell your mate exactly how you feel. But a lot of people like to say, they like to hear things straight up, or they want to, just give it to me raw and uncut, or just tell me like it is. Don't beat around the bush. To me, myself personally, I would say no to that. I would reject that, because I always have to consider what I say. You know what I mean? It's not what you say, it's how you say it sometimes. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you can just, I can say something in anger and with an attitude, and what are you doing?
You got something off your face.
They couldn't see that on live. But anyway, I would say something with anger and an attitude and disrespect her while I'm saying it. And all the while I could have changed a couple words and said that same thing in a caring, respectful tone of voice, in a caring, respectful way that she'll take it in a little bit easier, or take it in a little bit internally, as opposed to me just kind of saying it in a disrespectful way.
So who you think do that the most? Who you think who
None
say the
of
wrong
us.
things?
None of us.
Wrong
Well,
things?
you do. But no, you just don't. You just don't. This is what you do. I would say, and we can get on each other. I don't care. You can get on me.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a problem with admitting that you're wrong. I think you have a problem with saying you're sorry. Getting to the point of, okay, I think I'm wrong. I am wrong. And baby, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. Something like that.
I agree. I swear I agree. I agree because I think it's hard. I'm getting it right, y'all. I'm working on it. Deja, be quiet. I am working on it. I promise I'm working on it. Have I?
Yeah. I think you are. I think I've been. I think you break down a little bit faster, to the point of I'm sorry. It's hard to get you to understand my point, but I think you eventually come over, and then you accept, or you say that you're sorry. In all truth, now. Mm-hmm. So saying what you have to say with respect for the other person. You know what I mean? And that's another thing I think we haven't ever did as far as communication-wise. Communicating, and even in an argument, we never get to the point where we say words that we can't take back.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I do sometimes. Don't lie, Derek. Tell the truth. I do.
I don't think so. We never call each other names.
We never call each other out our names. Never. I might say some stuff, some crazy stuff that I really didn't mean, but he brought me there, and I say some things, I think.
Right, and that meant what I'm meaning is we just never really said anything like demeaning to real demeaning to each other.
Never
Everything
that.
we always say, even in the fuss, is always with care. With care and respect. It can be anger. We let some anger out, but it's never like disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like you want to say quit on each other or some stuff like that.
No,
it's never really like that. No. So communication is definitely one of the main ingredients to being together a long period of time. All right, I'll say this also. Communicate not only when you're mad, not only when you're upset, but communicating your desires, your wants, and your needs. You know what I mean? Just on a daily basis. What do you need? You know what I mean? What do you like? You know what I mean? You like to get, my wife like to get her head scratched, but I hate to get grease under my fingernails, but she like to get her head scratched. She like to get her back scratched. She like to get her foot rubbed. Her feet rubbed, things like that. So that's communication. That's some of the things that I know that I can do to satisfy her on a daily basis.
Do he do it?
No.
I have to ask him. He owe me, what do you owe me? A foot massage or something?
Massage, yeah.
Yeah, he owe me that. But anyway.
Since your birthday, September.
Yeah. Hey, Shoni and Dwayne. They're on another subject. We have something to say about them at a later time. But that's our friends right there. But Tyra said, do y'all check each other's phones? No. I never check his phone, and he don't check mine. Now, if he give me reasons to, he needs to turn it over. But if we don't have no reasons to, I don't, what's in. I am a firm believer in what goes on in the dark comes to the light. So I don't check his phone, and he don't check mine. But if I need to use his phone, he needs to use mine. It's never a problem.
Right. We never. We behave, and I think behaving in a manner that's respectful to each other will bring you to a point where you don't need to really check the phone, right? Because when we're on the phone, when we're on social media, we pretty much sit next to each other Taking calls, we answering calls, we send texts. There's no sudden movement. Oh, I gotta move, I gotta turn my back. You know what I mean? When I'm sending a text or things like that. You know what I mean? There's nothing to hide. And when you behave in a way that there's nothing to hide, then I think there's nothing to really check for. You know what I mean? So when there is some suspicion, that's when it comes to, okay, I'm suspicious of her, what she's doing, let me check her phone. You know what I mean? And that's another ingredient that I feel that's important to a long-term relationship, and that's trust. You know what I mean? Trust is real, and I think we can get it. We can do a whole call, a whole live on trust, a whole session, should I say, on trust, because that's so big, man. Just trying to work toward being 100% trustable, because we had a lot of things going between us that really damaged our trust really bad. You know what I mean? It was all 100% me, and that's another lie. Oh man, I don't even want to expose them skeletons, but
Y'all, I trust him, but I give him enough rope to hang himself.
Trust me, as far as she can throw me, and that's not too far.
He lying, y'all. It done became a whole different story. We done came a long ways. That's all I can say right now. We done came a long ways, and once again, this road has not been an easy road, but it's a road that I'm glad I took, and I wouldn't turn around for anything else. So I'll say that.
And I tell you this. So since I think we pretty much, I don't know. I need to check the eyes on it. I don't know if I can check who all on there, but. When we're talking about communication, like I said, we talked about communicating our problems, what problems that we're having, communicating what makes us happy, the things on a daily basis that we would like to see, communicating, and that's mentally, mental things. So, grown folks do sexual things also. So, also, you have to communicate what you want in the bedroom. Okay. You have to communicate the things what you like, what you don't like, how else a person is gonna satisfy you. In that category, because that's a category of a relationship. If they don't know what you need, if they don't know what you want, I like to think that we have tailor-made each other for each other. You know what I mean? Through the time that we've been together, we've tailor-made each other by expressing, by communicating. No, I don't like this. Yeah, I like this. This was good. This is not good. So we've took the tree that we've had. We got the proper. Both of us have the proper. We have the right upbringing. We have the right past. That we are totally. We're willing to work with each other, but we do express what we want, what we don't want, what we desire. And that brings us to a place of satisfaction. It's the 80-20 rule, right? Yeah, 80-20. As long as you got 80% of what that person needs, then you're good. 20% you can go by the wayside. You got to deal. Just got to deal with my shortcomings, literally.
Y'all have to excuse my husband. He. You know what?
We got to keep it real.
We keeping it real, real.
So. I guess we're gonna reach out because we have some questions that we were gonna answer that we have kind of pulled from different places, and I know that you all may have some questions that you may want to ask. And I saw some questions. I saw some questions as we were talking, and then and then just to go through a couple comments. Somebody said, "Check that phone, girl." Let's see. So after 11,
he talking about you.
Oh my God! After 11, everything goes. But yeah, I'm gone. You're on for that. Mm-hmm. All right. So
Tyra talking about keeping it real.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So if anybody have any questions, man, shoot them questions in the comments. Let us know. What you think. If you want to make a comment or whatever, just shoot your question, and then we'll eventually. We'll pick it up. So, one of the questions that we have, that we wanted to answer, that we thought that would be interesting to answer, would be what things about life together that makes you happy? What things about life with me that life with her that makes me happy? What things about life with me, with her that makes me happy, or me that makes her happy? Sorry about that. If you want to take a stab at that first, then you can
I guess
go.
I can. I would say that overall, the things that make me most happy is that my husband is here 100%, no matter what the situation is. Anytime I need him, I done had from surgery to, from being sick to wherever, he's there. And I always look up to him, because no matter what the situation is, I done heard stories from some of my friends in relationships or whatever, how they can't depend up on a person, their husband, a boyfriend or whatever. I can say that the things that make me happy most, that I know that when I'm in a bad situation or even a good situation, that Derek is gonna be here no matter what. No matter what it is, I can recall. I'm gonna say this. I recall the day my mama died. I can recall him dropping everything it was that he had to do or was doing, and he was whatever I needed, whatever he was there. He never left my side, and that's something that stick to me, and I'm always thrilled to. That's one thing that's stick in the back of my mind about being happy about certain things. Another thing is that for us taking care of home, that's another thing I don't have to worry about. 100%, and that keeps me happy, because I know I don't have to stress about those things in the future, whatever. That makes me happy. Another thing, he treats me like I'm it. It's just all about me. That makes me happy. It's just all these things that I know that when it comes down to me and my kids, that is most important to me. That he keeps me happy. He ain't keeping me happy right now, y'all, because I asked for a pool. He don't want to give me a pool. But anyway, and I couldn't ask for anybody better. And I thank God every day for placing him here, with me and the kids, because I wouldn't have it no other way. So that's what makes me happy.
Wow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, what makes me happy? What about life with you that makes me happy? And I had that, and I had some things wrote down.
He writes stuff down, y'all.
I gotta write stuff down. If I don't write stuff down, I'll be out of there. And I had the same exact thing that you feel that makes you happy, that makes me happy. And it was having somebody there that can depend on you. You know what I mean? That you can depend on. You know what I mean? Like through thick and thin. Right now today, if there's anything that happened to me, I know who have my back. I know who's gonna be there for me. You know what I mean? Even we can go back as far as Katrina. You know what I mean? You go back to Katrina, and we had Zai, and we had Troy, we had Deja, and I was so kind of hell bent on bringing money in for the family, and had that worry of what was going to go on the family side. What was going to have somewhere to stay, or what we was going to eat, what we was going to wear, things like that. And you were already taking care of that kind of stuff, which was crazy. So that gave me a sense of security. Even just through the little situations I've been through, as far as just getting pulled over by police. I like to drive crazy. I'm a crazy driver.
All the time.
So, I have no worries about who I'm gonna call that's gonna come get me. You know what I mean? She might come get me now immediately, but she'll come get me. But I have no worries about who I need to call, who I'm gonna put on my when they ask for not a reference, but they ask for emergency contact. I put my wife down, because I know I don't have to put my mama down anymore. I don't have to put a close relative down anymore. I put my wife down because I know I can depend on her. She gonna do what I need to do, and she gonna take care of business. She's in her right mind, mentally and physically, and she gonna take care of business. Whatever I need to take care of. So that's one of the things that makes me happy, make life together with you happy. You know what I mean? And I guess I could say it's always something you got somebody to laugh with, you got somebody to share your success with. You know what? One main thing before we answer that. What makes me happy, and it's a small thing, but it's major to me. What makes me happy is when I can lay down that night, every night for the past 20 years, and I can reach my hand over, reach my feet over, and I touch her, and I know that she's there. That really makes me happy. Like at the end of the day, everything I go through, whatever I go through, I reach over at night when I'm in the bed and she's there. So that's like kind of like my happy place. I know I have somebody with me, so I'm with it. So that's make me happy. All right. So
Tyra asks, do you fix breakfast and lunch for him every day, even when you at work? No. I don't fix breakfast or lunch for him every day. We kind of leave out a few minutes apart. So no, I don't. But on the weekend, and since I'm off for the summer, someone is making me a little something, but no. Dinner
for sure. See, I don't require. You know what I mean? Like I don't push for that.
Yeah, he ain't big on it. He don't buy. He said that he don't feel that I should have to wake up if I don't have to go to work to make him breakfast. I offer to make it, and I get up when I hear him or whatever and fix it, but he don't.
Yeah, I'm low maintenance. I'm low maintenance. You know what I mean?
Low maintenance when it come to that.
Right.
He's low maintenance.
Yeah.
He high maintenance and other things.
Right. So that was one of the questions, and I had to kind of separated my answers in categories. It was daily, but long term, I got to put this out there. Long term, what makes me happy? What's gonna make me happy long term? The reason why I want to stay together so much is one, because I love her, and for number two is because I just want, at the end of the day, you know, when all our kids are grown, I want them to have somewhere to go. You know what I mean? I want them holidays. I want them to be able to come home to the house they were raised in, and to the mother and father that raised them. You know what I mean? Together. So that's gonna be like the crowning jewel, jewels in my crown when I die. I mean, that's gonna be my story that I want to be told. That we was together forever, and our children always had somewhere to come back to, and just, you know.
And a lot of people ask us why we have one child left at home. Why did we get this house? And that's one of the reasons why. And not only, you know, we want the family to be able to come, the children to be able to come back, you know, home or whatever. When they come visit, they have somewhere to come comfortably and have somewhere to sleep, and, you know, family and other things. But that was one of the reasons why we wanted our children to be able to have a place to come back with their kids and our grandkids, you know, to come back and visit comfortably.
Right. What was the last thing I did for you that you really enjoyed? I'm gonna go first.
Okay, you go first.
Last thing she did for me that I really enjoyed, and like I said, I'm low maintenance. I don't require much. I don't even like to bother her to do too much, because, I mean, pretty much she do everything that I need her to do on her own. It's already ingrained in her. It's already in her. The last thing she did for me, and I didn't even want it, she just asked me that I wanted, and that I really enjoyed, was a back massage. I really enjoyed having a back massage and a foot rub. I think you did. Mm-hmm. That was something I really enjoyed, even though I probably would never ever request that, but that was something that I enjoyed on the PG side.
You know what? I'm gonna get him a show somewhere else.
So, you want to go on that, or you want to just skip through that over there?
Nah, I'm gonna go ahead. The last thing that Derek did that I enjoyed. I'm gonna say, y'all, he took me horseback riding. I'm not gonna say I enjoyed it, but it was something that he came up with that was something totally different that I always wanted to do, and it was on my bucket list. I enjoyed it because it was my first time doing it, and his first time doing it. It was our first time doing it together. So I really enjoyed that. We had the time of our life. I thought I wasn't gonna live to come back to tell a story, but that was something that I enjoyed that day. That we went. He planned a day for us to get massages, and we went horseback riding. But that was a fun day.
Right.
A fun filled day.
So, I guess a question maybe a little bit more serious that'll give out, just to put more information out there. That's what we're trying to do. Trying to pick our own brains to see what we can say that'll help somebody else. So, number 4, another question: what makes us a great team, and what could we do to be a better team, the even better team? What makes us a great team?
I think it's because we always willing to give one another. We always willing to give one another, and we willing to listen. You want me to say what I think that can make us better? No, you go ahead. You say you go
out there. All right. So, what makes us a great team? I think what makes us a great team that we honestly, truly care about what each other think or how each other feel.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit too much. I think we feeding that a little bit. We just finished talking about that today. I think we worrying about how he's gonna take something, or he's worrying about how I'm gonna take it. So it's like I don't know. I think we kind of hard on one another when it comes to that.
Yeah, we overdo it. Like I'm constantly worried about is she working too hard? If she's tired? I'm not gonna do this because I know she's tired. I'm not gonna do certain things or just that we really truly care about how each other feel throughout the day, and how what I do is gonna make her feel. You know what I mean? How that's gonna make you feel. So we truly care about each other's feelings. I think that would make us a great team because we never really crossed the line. We never crossed the line, being as though we always think about that. We never really crossed the line, and and sometimes we get mad at each other for being so thoughtful. Like, what are you thinking about? Like, nah, just do what you have to do. Take care of your business. Don't worry about me. We always worried about each other. That would make us a good team. And that yin and yang thing. We always one person is always there to kind of bring that other person down when the situation get a little heated. I could bring her down, and when the situation get a little heated in another situation, she could bring me down. So we just kind of yin and yang, and then we just do the thing like that. That what makes us a great team. I think we cater to each other and take care of each other. That's what makes us a great team. And I more do traditional man things, the duties of the house. Like, you know what I mean? I do traditional man things. She do traditional woman things, and not that we restricted to those things. Not that we're restricted to those things, but that's just a role that we take on, and it just works out well for both of us.
Yep. So you said, what was the question? What could we do to improve?
What can we do to make us an even better team? What you think?
Stop being so hard on one another when it comes down to
I say the personal defects or whatever. Just some of the things that some of the defects, some of the things in her character that I feel shouldn't be there, that affects me in a bad way. Some of those things, it's just the way that she is, and I need to allow her to a certain degree to be who she is. You know what I mean? Like, some of the small things that bother me. Let me say that. Some of the small things that may bother me, that's that 80-20 that people talk about. You know what I mean? That's just the way. I can't spend all my life trying to battle you on a characteristic that's minor that I want you to change. I mean, no, I have to allow you to be, unique, and some of that stuff is what makes you you. So, fighting that battle all the time. When you fight that battle all the time, you really can't win. Some of the habits, some of the, like I said, some of the characteristics I let you be who you're gonna be.
True.
And then love you as is, you know what I mean?
Yep. And that he do, y'all. But if anybody have any questions or whatever, you can shoot them at us right now.
Shoot them now. You can DM them.
Yep.
We'll take that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And next week we have some friends, some family members, couples that
we're gonna kind of send a shout out to them because we want to mention some of these other couples that have been together for a long time. That's really doing the thing similar to what we're doing. They're fighting the same battles. They're had the same challenges, jumping the same hurdles as we are. And we want to kind of send a shout out and recognize them for being who they are, because we're not the only ones doing this. We know plenty of them, so we're definitely gonna do that, and probably invite one or two of them on here soon, just to get them to talk about their relationship and to see what they have going on, what makes them tick, what makes them stay together, what makes them want to be with each other for a long time.
Tweet, you've been married 23 years.
So 23 years,
Yep.
23 long years, and that is not easy by a long stretch. That's not easy. That's a lot of hard work, man. It's a lot of wanting to give up, but just not letting go. You want to give up, but you're just not gonna let go. You know what I mean? No matter what, you don't let go. You know what I mean? So when you can't hold on for you, you hold on for something else. You know what I mean? Like if I can't hold on for me and I feel like I'm done, I think about the kids. If I can't hold on for me and I'm done with the relationship, I think about everything, the beauty of the length of time we've been together. When I can't hold on for me, I got to hold on for somebody else. You know what I mean? How many other people I'm going to hurt if I actually let go? You know what I mean? And through when it's a saying that when you can't do it for you, do it for somebody else. I mean, so doing it for somebody else, it kind of gets me through. Yep.
Thank you, Tweet. What Kanisha said?
Okay. I believe a man and a woman has to be evenly yoked in order to make things work. And I believe that. I believe that because, and I'll say evenly yoked. I'm gonna take it as in, you talk about being equally yoked on say on a religious level. You know what I mean? I think we kind of mirror each other. You know what I mean? Well, we really, nobody's really a real Bible thumper, or nobody's just like love the devil or anything like that. We're right there in the middle, and we're trying to progress to being more spiritually strong. You know what I mean? And we, like I said, we have some of the deep-rooted characteristics of the traditional man and woman. So we equally yoked in that way. Whereas though I want to take care of some of the stuff, the major stuff, the man stuff, the heavy back work, and she's gonna take care of home and things like that. So we're equally yoked in that way. I think, which makes us a great team.
Yeah. So thank you, Tweet. Like we said, next week we're gonna send a shout out to these couples that we're talking with, that we have in mind, that we know for a fact that goes through a lot of things that we go through on an everyday level. Every married couple, nobody's perfect, and we're not going to pretend to be perfect at any way or whatever. So we if y'all want to join us next week, and y'all can come live with us, just send us inbox us or whatever, and we would love to have you, your husband, your boyfriend, or whatever live with us, and we can discuss whatever it is that we can discuss. We can teach one another and learn from each other, so.
Because we're still learning.
Yep.
We're still learning.
We're learning every day. So. Yep.
So, I guess next week we'll try to do it again. We're going to do it again next week at 7:30, Instagram Live. If you want to come on, you come on, and we get it going. We get it popping.
Yep.
We'll be live with the Jacks.
All right. Thank y'all for coming in.
All right, love you.
Love you too. All right.